Well, hello again, everyone. Brady Staples here, back with you as we are ready now for semifinal match number two to see who will face the Thompson Tommies in the region championship match. It is the number 7 seeded Grafton Spoilers after they picked up an upset victory over the 2 seed Haddon Northwood last night, going up against the number 3 seed, the Patriots of Mayville, Portland, Clifford, Galesburg. It's the Patriots and the Spoilers, semifinal number 2, coming up on yourliveevent.com.
The Hillsborough Cafe welcomes you to stop in, get some great food, whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or just a bakery treat. Be sure to keep up with their daily specials by checking out their Facebook page. And remember, if you're short on time and on the go, get your orders to go from the Hillsborough Cafe. Give them a call at 701-636-2073. They'd love to hear requests for future flavors of the month with the Cupcakes for Lunch program. Just send them an email, text, or let them know the next time you're in at the Hillsborough Cafe. The Hillsborough Cafe is hiring for cooks. Stop in for an application today at the Hillsborough Cafe.
It takes a lot of grit to be a farmer. The workday isn't defined by the number of hours you work, but by the work you do in those hours. And the job isn't done unless it pays off when the combines roll. So when the work gets tough and the work days get long, count on Golden Harvest to deliver strong genetics, local know-how, and a dedication to service. Contact Tim Cassette, your local seed advisor, at 701-430-0877 and start seeing your hard work pay off.
We both grew up in Hatton.
We lived in Grand Forks and Fargo both before settling down here, and we own a construction company.
I'm originally from Hillsborough, grew up here.
Originally from Larimore, now own a small business here in Hillsborough.
We lived in Bismarck for 10 years, but something was drawing me back here.
For a small town, I think we have a lot to offer.
Hillsborough, Trail County is a great place to grow a business. Our people here support local businesses.
You know, it's a small community that's like a family. If you need help, the small community pulls together.
Definitely a more personal connection. You know, most of my clients would call my cell phone, which is the way we want it. We want to do business that way.
Moving back here was beneficial for our business and the small town atmosphere for our kids that we grew up with.
Yeah, if a person is planning on having a family, I can't imagine a better place. It's something that really can't be replicated.
Come home to Trail. Come home to Trail.
Come home to Trail.
Back here on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Irie Insurance with 7 locations here to serve you for auto, home, as well as other insurance needs as well. Talking here, we'll talk our keys to the game. Keys to the game here for both teams. First, an important key here for Mayport CG. Serve receive. Serve receive. It's very simple, but it is very effective as well. Got to be able to serve receive, not give away points at all as well. And for the Grafton Spoilers, really you just got to just keep the momentum rolling. Try to keep it going here, as after last night's victory here, great crowd support. Got to be able to keep it going here. Try to feed off the home crowd and pick up a victory here tonight, as we're joined here by Coley Warren. Just one question, and Coach, here in the semifinals going up against Mayport CG.
Yep, it's going to be a good one. I can feel it, and during the season it was a good one too, so it's going to be tough. Yeah,
when I was talking with the Mayport coach, they talked about how you split the 2 games here. What are you going to try to do, hopefully, to win the third one, take it 2-1 and advance to the finals?
It's going to be a lot about defense and blocking, and so if our blockers get up, our defense can form around them, and we'll just scramble after balls.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That was head coach for the Grafton Spoilers, Coley Warren, joining us here on the pregame coaches' comments, sponsored by your local Farmers Union insurance representative in Hillsborough, as well as Northwood and in Findlay. Stick around here. More of the Irie Insurance pregame show coming up on yourliveevent.com. Again, it's the Patriots and the Spoilers coming up on yourliveevent.com.
This is Carson Henningsgaard, student athlete at Central Valley High School, and I urge students to refrain from using drugs or alcohol. Doing so can result in getting kicked off the team, damage to your reputation, and damage to your body. Stay sober and stay on the right track to success. Live above the influence. This message brought to you by the Central Valley School District.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, life doesn't stop with age. From dedicated staff, activities, and personal care, they're there to ensure the lifestyle continues to be active and fulfilled. The activities team brings together birthday parties, holiday programs, local performing acts, and talented musicians on staff. Family and friends are encouraged to join in on the special programs and daily activities too. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds, Caledonia. Looking at your certified seed there with wheat and barley from Nedham Seeds.
We've got a new wheat variety for next year called Trigger, real high yielding variety from Lima Grain. Pretty excited about that one. And then we'll have a Rebel wheat variety that's been really good quality, decent yields as well. And then we'll have some SY Velda as well. We're going to handle some Pinnacle barley again, so a two-row variety.
Nedham Seeds at Caledonia. Rocky's number is 701-430-1149.
About 3 years ago, Polar approached us to bring in that gigabit internet service. Since we were able to get that in place, we are now able to serve up all of our remote locations much faster than we were before. One of the great things about Polar Communications is the responsiveness of their support. When you work with a company that understands North Dakota and understands agriculture, they get the importance of the things that we're doing.
Farmers Union Insurance Coaches Colin talking with head coach for Mayport CG, Stacey Hansen. And coach, here in the region semifinals.
Yeah, got to be excited about winning last night. Went four sets with Cavalier, and the girls are excited and I think ready to go.
What's your game plan against the Spoilers?
Contain their middles, and we got to serve aggressively against their service eve.
All right, thanks, coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That was Stacey Hansen for the Mayport CG Patriots here as they face off against the Grafton Spoilers. We'll take a 60-second timeout, then be back here on yourliveevent.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Northwood Deaconess Health Center is now offering a $25,000 sign-on bonus for qualified nurses and CNAs. Contact Tammy with questions at 701-587-6487. Northwood Deaconess Health Center is also offering a $2,500 sign-on bonus for dietary aides. Contact Jenny with questions at 701-587-6441. NDHC is locally owned, offering health insurance, 401k, sick leave, and PTO. Apply today. Visit ndhc.net and find us on Facebook.
Back here, Irie Insurance pregame show. We're excited to be having semifinal number 2 between the Grafton Spoilers and the Mayport CG Patriots. Winner of this will advance to the region title game where they will face the number 1 seed Thompson Tommy as they defeated Ellsboro Central Valley 3-0. Loser of this advances to the third place game. Take another timeout, then we'll have the American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Isaac Whitley, a student athlete at Hillsborough High School. I urge everyone to show good sportsmanship both on and off the field or court. Show respect for the other players, coaches, referees, and fans too. By doing so, it shows class and respect for the game. Thank you, and once again, I encourage us to all show good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the Hillsborough School District.
Sponsorship of this tournament coverage with yourliveevent.com is sponsored in part by your local Farmers Union Insurance agents, Kurt Larrell and Jason Walswick in Findlay, Nathan Larson and Troy Inger in Northwood, Rich Gerke and Ryan Opdahl in Hillsborough. They look forward to working with you with a wide variety of policies available to meet your needs. Good luck, teams, from Kurt Larrell and Jason Walswick in Findlay, Nathan Larson and Troy Inger in Northwood, Rich Gerke and Ryan Opdahl in Hillsborough.
Back here on the back here on yourliveevent.com. As we'll have the starting lineups here, for both teams. First for the Grafton Spoilers, number 6.
Number 7, Julia Duchin.
As they're having some substitutions here, is actually number 7, Hannah Anderson, is now number 6. She'll be the starting libero. Number 7, Julia Dushik, will be an outside hitter. Then number 12, Stephanie Burns, the setter, number 12. A middle hitter, a sophomore, number 13, Jade Moe.
An outside hitter, a 5'6" junior, number 16.
And a junior outside hitter, number 16, Katie Torgerson, also for the Grafton Spoilers. As well as a junior middle hitter, number 4, Anna Kerrigan. And a senior, or a junior setter, number 25, Signe Ekman. Those are your starting lineups for the Grafton Spoilers. Head coach is Coley Warren. Assistant coaches are Molly Soblik and Tony Vitova. The starting lineups for the Grafton Spoilers. Now the starting lineups for the Mayport CG Patriots, the number 3 seed in the region they knocked off Cavalier 3 sets to 1 last night in the nightcap, the final game.
Starting at outside hitter, a 5'6" junior, number 4, Grace Koshny.
As number 4, Grace Koshny, the first starter here for the Mayport CG Patriots.
Junior, number 8, Nora Peterson. And outside hitter, a 5'5",
as well as a junior middler, number 8, Nora Peterson. Then a senior outside hitter, number 9, Hannah Oost. Middle hitter, senior, number 11, Hannah McIntyre. A senior middle hitter, number 12, Cora McClenahan. As well as the junior middle hitter, number 14, Addison Dumeyer. And the libero, a senior, number 20, Ellie Bergstrom. Your American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups for the Mayport CG Patriots. Head coach is Stacy Hansen. Assistant coaches are Remington Herman and Natalie Kerrigan. The American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups will take a 30-second break. Then we'll be back for the opening serve coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm originally from Mayville. I moved away for 6 years, but when I decided I think it's time that we start a family, and I said I want to move back to that small town so I can have small classes, small community, people are involved, people care about you.
We've lived in Hillsborough since 2012.
Within 6 months, we had a group of friends, and then it just took off from there.
So I got 2 girls, and I've been able to help with coaching football, coaching hockey, coaching softball, baseball, and being involved in the community.
There's a lot of space out here, and if you use it appropriately, I mean, everything from family baseball to the parks and the communities, swimming, all that stuff is available right there.
I was blown away by how well it's kept up and how nice they keep the community.
We had our twins and came home to a fully stocked fridge and freezer. Our lawn was taken care of.
Everything.
I mean, where are you going to get that except for in a great small town?
Hi, I'm Jeremy Strand.
Kurt Petrowski, Hillsborough, North Dakota.
Well, I'm Josh.
And I'm Marin.
Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
Mayport CG will begin with the opening serve by number 12, Cora McClenahan for the Patriots. Serve is over. Dug up. Set and pushed across by Moe. Back over to the Patriots. Free ball over by McClenahan. Set again by Burns. This time Kerrigan back over to the Patriots. Oost with it. Dug up at the net. Able to free ball it over and pushed across by Dumeyer. Grafton back with it. Hit across by Ekman. The Patriots back with it. Oost blocked at the net, but it gets through for the Mayport CG point. Hannah Oost there for the Patriots to open up the scoring at 1-0. As the serve is over, Grafton with some trouble trying to free ball it over. They're unable to do so, and it is a Patriot point. They quickly take a 2-0 lead. The serve over. Serve unable to be controlled by the Spoilers, and quickly it is 3-0. 3-0 Patriots as we early stages here of set number 1. Cora McClenahan again with the serve. Serve over, pushed across on two by Kerrigan, but it is out of bounds, and point again to the Spoilers. 4-0, Mayport CG with the lead. Served by McLennan is over again. Set by Burns and hit across by Ekman. Dug up by the Patriots. Free ball across by McIntyre. Back to the Spoilers. Burns to Moe. Push across, dug up by Oost. McLennan pushes it across on two. Perfect location for the Patriot point. And it is 5-0. 5-0. Mayport CG leading on here in the early set stages of set one. Serve over, dug up. Set, that is hit by Moe. As that was blocked at the net. Patriots got a piece of it, flies out of bounds. As Grafton sides out, they trail 1-5. As Kylie Archie will come in and serve for the Patriots. Or the Spoilers, excuse me, serving to Mayport CG. Serve over, set by McLennan to McIntyre for the point. 6-1 Mayport CG with the lead. As now Hannah Oost to serve. Serve over. Bumped by Burns and pushed across by Ekman. Dug up by Oost, pushed across by McLennan. And free ball back by Burns. Patriots back with it. Set, pushed over by to McIntyre, who tips it over for the point. 7-1 Mayport CG leads as Grafton. They'll take a quick timeout. We'll take one as well on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard.
Having money to get your crop in the ground isn't enough. What's your plan? Where do you want to be years down the road? Hello, this is Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. We care about you and your farming operation. We want to help you to be successful. Don't settle for any financial institution. Choose one that understands your current needs and can help you work towards your long-term goals and objectives. We have a long history based in the Red River Valley. We pride ourselves on understanding agriculture, and we'd be honored to be your bank. The Goose River Bank, strong community, member FDIC.
Back here out of the timeout. Patriots off to a running and gunning start as they lead 7-1 early on in set number one. As Hannah Oost again to serve for the Patriots. Serve over, dug up by Burns. Ekman, punch across by Dushik. Dug up there by McLennan. Bergstrom and push, nope. McIntyre tried to hit it over, unable to do so as that one hits the top of the net. For the Spoiler point, able to side out. Checking in now is Reagan Hansen for the Spoilers. Served by Ekman, dug up by Bergstrom, but unable to get a second touch is the Patriots, and it will be a Spoiler point. They trail by 4. Ekman again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom. McLennan to Dumeier for the point. Addison Dumeier, her first kill. And it is a 8-3 Mayport CG lead. Allie Bergstrom to serve. Serve over, dug up, set by Dushik, pushed across by Ekman. McLennan sends it right, McIntyre sends it right back. Dushik, she hits the net, and point back to the Patriots. It's 9-3. Bergstrom again to serve. Serve over. Dug up by Moe. Dushik. Hit across by Hansen. Dug up by Oost. McLennan to Peterson for the point as that block goes out of bounds. 10-3. Mayport CG leads. Bergstrom again at the line. Serve is long. Service air and point to the Spoilers. Checking back in now for the Grafton is number 16, Katie Torgerson. As it will be Hannah Anderson to serve. As the Patriots unable to return, that is the Patriots. So 5-10 the Spoilers lead with Anderson again to serve, and again unable to control that is the Patriots. Point once again. They trail by 4. 6-10, the Spoilers trail. Serve over once again. Dug up by Oost. McClanahan. McIntyre for the point. And a McIntyre. It's the Patriots, the side out. They lead by 5. McIntyre will serve. Serve dug up by Anderson, bumped by Ekman, hit across by Hansen, dug up by McIntyre, Bergstrom, free ball across by McLennan, dug up by Patriots, Hartje for the point. Excuse me, Torgerson, Katie Torgerson with the kill for the Spoilers. With the side out, they trail by 4 as number 24, Anna Kerrigan, will check in, And number 7, Julia Dushik will serve. Serve dug up by Oost. And hit across by Peterson, dug up by Ekman. Hansen, Torgerson, diving dig there by Bergstrom, but no second touch, and point to the Spoilers. Spoilers trail by 3. As Dushik again to serve. Serve over. Set, hit across by McLennan for the point. Cora McLennan for the Patriots. Lead back up to 4. Checking in for the Spoilers, number 10, Alicia Thompson. As Grace Koshny will serve. Serve over. Dug up by Anderson, set by Ekman. Through the block for the point. Anna Kerrigan there for the Spoilers. Her first kill. Point Grafton. As Stephanie Burns checked back in, she will serve. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom. Across by Olsen. And McClanahan for the point. 13-9. Mayport CG with the lead in set number 1. Serve by Oost over. Dug up. Burns. Free ball across by Torgerson. Dug up by Oost. Set to McClanahan. Dug up by Burns. Now over is Kerrigan. Hits the roof. Patriots back with it. Dumar sends it over. Spoilers back with it. Torgerson dug up by Oost. Second touch. Pushed across by Peterson. Dug up by Burns. Ekman to Kerrigan. Dug up by Koshny to Oost. Dug up by Anderson. Burns. Hit is long. Long on the hit there by Kerrigan, and point back to Mayport CG. They lead by 5. As Nora Peterson will serve for the Patriots. Serve over, dug up by Anderson. Burns pushed across by Torgerson, and that is out. Hitting air and point once again to Mayport CG. It's 15-9 Patriots. Nora Peterson again serving. Serve is long. Service air and point to Grafton. They trail by 5. Jade Moe checks in for Grafton, as does Olivia Gap for Mayport CG. As Katie Torgerson will serve for the Spoilers. Serve dug up by Gap. McClanahan tips it across, dug up by Moe. Burns pushes it across on 2. McClanahan sends it right back to the Spoilers. Burns to Kerrigan, dug up by Bergstrom. Set by Olsen, pushed across by Oos for the point. Anna Oos there just pushes it down the line for the Mayport CG point. It's 16-10. As McIntyre will check back in. Serve over, set by Burns to Moe. Tipped at the net, but it will fall down for the Mayports, or the Spoilers point. Point to Grafton. They trail by 5. Julia Dushik checks back in for Grafton, as does number 14, Kylie Hartje, who will serve. Spoilers trail by 5. Hartje with the serve. And free ball over by Dumeyer. Sent back over to Mayport CG. Bergstrom bumped across by Dumeyer. Anderson, Burns, Dushik for the point. Point to Grafton as it is now 12-16 that they trail. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom, pushed across by Dumeyer. The Spoilers back with it. Mo bumps it across, dug up by Bergstrom. McClenahan, Oost, dug up, set by Burns to Dushik through the net, and the block. Patriots back with it. Gap to Oost, blocked at the net. Mayport CG back with it, sent over by McClenahan. Dug up, Burns, Dushik, Gap. That one bounces off the roof into the stands for the Grafton point. Spoilers back within 3 as we'll have a timeout. We'll take one as well on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Patriots lead 16-13.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, Broadband Voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Spoilers keeping it interesting here in this first set. They won't go away. They lead. The deficit they have now is cut down to 3. As Kylie Archie again to serve for Grafton. Serve over, dug up by Oost. McClenahan back to Oost. Dug up. Set by Burns to Dushik, blocked at the net. Spoilers back with it. Burns to Mo. That one dug up by Bergstrom. Hits the net or hits the roof and falls straight down to the floor for the Spoiler point. And the Spoilers back within 2. Archie again to serve. Serve dug up by Bergstrom. McClenahan to Dumeyer. Dug up by Burns, sent right back to the Patriots. Oost, McClenahan, dug up by Burns. Ekman to Dushik, blocked at the net. Spoilers back with it. Ekman again, dug up by Bergstrom. McClenahan to Oost. That one is long! And point to Grafton, they're within 1. 16-15. Spoilers trail with Hartje again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Oos, set by McClenahan, sends it over on 2. Spoilers back with it. Mo to Dushik, tipped McClenahan. Bergstrom at the net. Patriots will get called for 4 hits on Mayport CG. Point again to Grafton. They've tied it up at 16. 16-16 in set number 1. With Hartje again to serve. Serve dug up by Oos, sent right back to the Spoilers. Hartje, Burns to Dushik. Dug up by Gap, right near the scorer's table. Patriots saved it for a moment. They're unable to get it over and point to Mayport CG. As it looks like Gap there landed a little bit hard on her shoulder. Came up holding it. Point Grafton. They take a 1-point lead with Archie again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom. McClenahan to McIntyre, dug up by Anderson. Burns to Dushik, sends it over, dug up by Oost. McClenahan to McIntyre, dug up by Anderson. Burns, Dushik, that one's out. And point back to Mayport CG. Able to get a much needed side out. They even it up at 17. With Anna Oost to serve. Serve over, dug up, bumped by Ekman to Mo. McClenahan gets a forearm on it, but that flies into the back wall. Point to Grafton. They retake a 1-point lead Number 22, Reagan Hansen, checks in for the Spoilers. Ekman to serve. Dug up by Bergstrom. McClanahan to Koshny. Dug up, set by Ekman. Hansen. Dug up by Dumar, set by McClanahan. Hit down for the point. Grace Koshny, her first kill. And we're tied at 18. Ellie Bergstrom to serve for the Patriots. Serve over, dug up, set by Ekman to Dushik. Diving dig there by McLennan, pushed across by McIntyre. Hansen with the dig, Ekman. Hit and down for the point. Jade Moe for the Spoilers. They retake a 1-point lead, 19-18. Substitutions for the Spoilers as number 34, Amber Flanders, will check in. She will serve for Grafton. Serve over, dug up by Oost. McLennan, McIntyre. That one's long. And point again to Grafton. They lead 20-18 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Patriots take a timeout. We'll take one as well on yourliveevent.com.
Healthy Unit would like to remind parents to sit down and talk with your children about the dangers of underage drinking. You are the number one influence in their life. Just a conversation can reduce the chances of your child trying alcohol. Studies show 70% of kids say parents are their number one influence in their decision not to drink alcohol. It starts at home. Talk early, talk often. For more information and tips on how to start the conversation, go online to parentslead.org or contact Trail District Health Unit at 701-636-4434. Influence your kids before alcohol does.
Spoilers lead by 2, 20-18. Trying to keep the upset train rolling. They knocked off the number 2 seed last night. Now trying to knock off the 3 seed tonight. They do. They'll get a date with the number 1 seed Thompson Tommies in the championship game on Thursday. Served by Flanders over. Dug up by Oost. McLennan. Peterson. That's long. And point to Grafton. 21-18. Spoilers lead. Flanders again serving. Serve over. Dug up by Koshny. Push across on 2 by McLennan. Flanders diving. Dig unable to get it cleanly as that flies into the student section for a Spoiler point. Flanders checks out. In is Jade Moe, who then goes out immediately for the libero Hannah Anderson. McIntyre will serve, trailing by 2. Dug up, set by Anderson, pushed across by Dushik for the point. Dushik with the tip over for the Spoiler point. They lead by 3. 22-19. Caitlin Olsen will check in for Mayport CG, as does Anna Kerrigan for the Spoilers. Dushik with the serve, dug up by Bergstrom. No second touch, and point to the Spoilers. They lead by 4. 23-19, Grafton leads. Dushik again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Oost. Bergstrom, hit across by McLennan, dug up by Dushik. Ekman, hit for the point. Katie Torgerson for the Spoilers. And Grafton takes set point at 24-19. Dushik again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom. Set to Peterson, dug up by Ekman. Hansen, Torgerson for the point. Katie Torgerson back-to-back kills to end the set as Grafton wins it 25-19. They win set 1, take a 1-0 lead here on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
The Norman County EDA encourages Norman County businesses to apply for low-interest loans. Loans are available to new and existing businesses. Apply today for up to $15,000 in financing at 3% interest. Looking to expand, remodel, or invest in your business? Contact the Norman County EDA for more information. Loans are available as long as funding is available, so don't delay. Let the Norman County EDA assist you with investing in your business. Apply for low-interest loans to the Norman County EDA today. Hillsboro Lumber is now accepting Hillsboro Christmas cash. Use Hillsborough Christmas Cash to purchase the items you need to repair or remodel your home. Hillsborough Lumber can and will assist you with all your projects. They have all the building materials, including windows, doors, cabinets, flooring products, and they'll help you from start to finish to make sure your project is a great experience. If you're finishing up a project before winter or just wanting to get it started now, I'm suggesting you visit with Hillsborough Lumber, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Hillsborough Lumber, now accepting Hillsborough Christmas Cash.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough.
Spoilers take set number 1, 25-19, leading 1 set to none as we move to set number 2. Good student section here out on both teams for on the Grafton side there. It is jersey night. I have a couple nice jerseys. Saw a Mike Madonna Minnesota North Stars jersey. That one was looking nice. Also got a Jackie Moon Flint Tropics jersey. Got a couple of USA hockey jerseys as well. And on the other side there, to my left, the Mayport CG Patriots student section. It is Christmas night. They're wearing their Christmas sweater. I see someone in a wonderful Christmas light suit and suit coat and suit pants, as well as a number of Santa hats as well, as we are ready to begin set number 2 with Hartje again to serve over, and free balled over by Bergstrom, dug up by Ekman. Burns to Moe, dug up by Bergstrom. Had the net pushed across by McIntyre. Anderson with a foot tipped across there by Ekman and down for the point. Signe Ekman for the Spoilers, as they take the first points of the set. Hartje again to serve. Serve over and free balled across by Koshny. Spoilers with it. Burns to Dushik, down the line. That one is out. And point to Mayport CG, even it up at 1. 1-1 as Hannah Oost will serve for the Patriots. Serve over, dug up by Anderson. Burns, push across by Moe, dug up by Bergstrom. McClanahan to Koshny. That one is out, just long, and point to Grafton. Take a 2-1 lead. Substitutions in is Reagan Hansen for Grafton. Signe Ekman will serve. Serve over, dug up by Oost. McClanahan to McIntyre. That one's long. Point back to Grafton. They take a 3-1 lead. Ekman again to serve. Spoilers lead by 2. Ekman again with the serve. Serve over, dug up, set by McClanahan and pushed across by Dumeyer. Back to the Spoilers. Moe with it, dug up by Oost. McClanahan tries to save it. Free balled over by Koshny to Grafton. Ekman back to Dushik. Tipped over. Tried the dig. That one will fly out past the referee stand and point to Grafton. 4-1 the Spoilers lead. Ekman again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Oost. McClanahan. McIntyre, big swing in, straight down for the kill.
That's what the Patriots need, is they need to set those big hitters up in front. That's the first time they've got a good set for quite some time now.
McIntyre, her first kill. Ellie Bergstrom will serve. Dug up by Moe. Ekman. Hansen for the point. Reagan Hansen with her first kill for the Spoilers. They lead 5-2. Hannah Anderson checks back in for Grafton. She will serve. Serve is over. Dug up by Oost. McClanahan. Bergstrom tries to send it over, unable to do so, and point back to the Spoilers. They lead by 4, 6-2 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. Patriots, they take their first time out. We'll take one as well on yourliveevent.com.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
Spoilers lead 6-2 in set number 2, trying to become the team of destiny. They're the 7 seed. Last night they knocked off the 2 seed, had Northwood. Now they match up with the number 3 seed, Mayport CG. Winner faces the Thompson Tommies in the region championship game. They defeated Hillsboro Central Valley 3-0 in game number 1 tonight. Anderson again with the serve. Over, dug up. McClanahan pushed across by McIntyre. Dug up, pushed across on 2 by Dushik for the point. Julia Dushik for the Spoilers. As it's 7-2. As that serve is long by Hannah Anderson. Her second service error and point back to Mayport CG. They trail by 4. McIntyre with the serve over. Dug up, set by Ekman. Hit down for the point. Katie Torgerson there for Grafton on the hit, and they lead 8-3. As number 24, Anna Kerrigan checks in for Grafton, as does number 5, Caitlin Olson for Mayport CG. Dushik again with the serve. Over, dug up by Olson to Peterson. And down for the point. Anderson there tried the dig, got a piece of it, but no second touch, and point to Mayport CG. Alicia Thompson, for the Spoilers checking in. Served by Koshny. Good serve. Spoilers have to regroup. Free ball over by Ekman. Back to Koshny. Olsen. McClanahan tip down for the point. Cora McClanahan there for the Patriots. As again, the serve over by Koshny. Serve over, dug up, and pushed across by Kerrigan back to the Patriots. Hit over by Oos, dug back up by Grafton. Hit and down for the point. Katie Torgerson with her second kill, and it's 9-5. Grafton. Stephanie Burns checks in for the Spoilers. She will serve. Burns with the serve over. Let's serve. Dug up by Oost. Olsen. Peterson tips it across. Dug up by Anderson. Set by Burns. Kerrigan through the block. Plays pinball. Bergstrom able to free ball it over. Pushed across by Burns. Bergstrom tipped across by Oost. Dug up by Kerrigan. Burns back to Kerrigan with the tip. Dug up. Koshny. Free ball over by McClanahan. Dug up by the Spoilers. Burns. Kerrigan. Tip down for the point. Anna Kerrigan for Grafton. 10-5. Spoilers with the lead. As Burns again will serve. Serve over. Dug up by Bergstrom. Oost. Free balled over by Koshny. Dug up by Anderson. Burns. Hit. Dug up by Bergstrom. Sent right back to the Spoilers. Ekman. Kerrigan. Tip. Dug up by Olsen. Oost sends it over on 2. Dug up by Burns. Ekman pushes it on 2 for the point. Signe Ekman with the tip over on 2, and it's 11-5 Grafton. Lily Gap will check in for Mayport CG. Burns will serve once again. Serve over. Dug up by Oost. Olsen back to Oost for the point. Patriots side out. They trail by 5 as Addison Dumeyer will check back in for the Patriots. Nora Peterson will serve. Serve dug up by Harchie, set by Burns. Kerrigan tipped at the net, back to the Patriots. Oost blocked at the net. Anderson, Burns, Ekman. Patriots unable to regroup as that hits the net. Double hit called on Mayport CG. It's 12-6 Spoilers. Jade Moe checks back in for Grafton. Katie Torgerson will serve for the Spoilers. Serve over, dug up by Oost. Olsen, hit by Dumeyer, dug up by the Spoilers. Burns, Moe pushes it across. Bergstrom. Olsen, McLennan, high tip and down for the point. Mayport CG able to side out. They trail by 5. As it will be Cora McLennan to serve. Serve dug up, bumped by Burns and pushed across by Moe. Dug up by Oost. Dumeyer sends it over. Ekman, Burns pushed across on 2, dug up by Bergstrom. To McLennan, to McIntyre. That one is long. And point once again to Grafton. They lead again by 6. Substitutions for the Spoilers in is number 7, Julia Dushik, back in the game, as is number 14, Kylie Harchie. She will serve. Serve. Gap tries to dig it up. Not clean. Bergstrom diving dig. Patriots, that will fly out into the back wall and point to Grafton. They lead by 7. 14-7. Spoilers doubling up the Patriots in set 2. Harchie again to serve. Serve floater. Sent right back over by Dumeyer. Spoilers back with it. Sent over by Dushik. That one is out as that one went behind the antenna, and point to Mayport CG. They trail by 6. Patriots to serve. Hannah Oost back at the service line. Serve over, dug up by Anderson. Burns hit across by Ekman through the block for the point. Signe Ekman for the Spoilers, and it's 15-8. Spoilers by 7. Ekman to serve. Serve dug up by Oost. McLennan hit across by Koshny, dug up by the Spoilers. Ekman, whistle, and we'll have a double hit called. Double hit on the Ekman set attempt. Point to Mayport CG. They trail by 6. Strom again to serve. Serve dug up. Ekman with the set to Dushik. Blocked at the net. Grafton back with it. And pushed across by Moe. Diving dig by Bergstrom to Koshny. Bergstrom free balls it over. Dug up. Hit by Dushik through the block for the point. 16-9. Spoilers lead after the side out. Katie Torgerson checks back in, as does number 34, Amber Flanders. She will serve. Spoilers by 7. Serve. Dug up by Koshny. McClanahan to McIntyre. That one hits the net. Nope, they're going to say it was tipped at the line. So Mayport CG back with it. Free balled over by Koshny. Dug up by Flanders. Ekman. Torgerson. Diving dig there by Koshny, but it will bounce off the net and point back to Grafton. It's 17-9 Spoilers.
The speed of Grafton is just taking Mayport to task right now. Their conditioning, you can see, even with that effort they put in last night, they're still flying all over the court.
Flanders serve. That serve is long. Service air side out to Mayport CG. They trail 10-17. As back in is Jade Moa. She will then immediately go out again for Hannah Anderson, the libero. McIntyre with the serve. Serve dug up by Anderson. Ekman to Dushik for the point. Julia Dushik with kill number 3 for her. It's 18-10 Spoilers. Back in is number 24, Anna Kerrigan for Grafton. Dushik will serve. Serve. Peterson, that one will fly into the student section. Point to Grafton. It's 19-10 following the Dushik ace on the Golden Harvest Tip Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. 19-10, Grafton leads in set 2. They lead 1-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Field Enterprises has your next utility and landscaping trailer. Whether you need to haul your toys or you need to haul your new tractor, Big Tex utility trailers are designed to accommodate a wide variety of cargo, including golf carts, ATVs, lawnmowers, or whatever else you may need to haul, with different models and features available to fit your needs. Call Ben and Tim at 701-430-0877 and get your new trailer from Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
19-10, Grafton leads in set 2. They took set number 1, 25-19. Spoilers looking to go up 2-0. As Julia Dushik again back to the line to serve. Serve over. Dug up. Set by Thomas. Free ball across there by Bergstrom. Ekman to Kerrigan. Blocked at the net, but that one will get down for the spoiler point. It's 20-10 Grafton. Spoilers lead by 10. Dushik again to serve. That serve is long. Service there, her first. And side out to Mayport CG. They trail by 9. As Alexis Thomas for Mayport CG, she will check out. Or for Grace Koshny, she will check in and serve for Mayport CG. Koshny serve over. As Dushik, bad dig there. She kind of caught in between whether she wanted to bump it or overhand it. And it falls to the floor for the Patriot point. They trail by 8 now. Koshny again to serve. Serve dug up by Anderson. Ekman to Torgerson for the point. Katie Torgerson there for the Spoilers. As the lead is back to 9. As in is number 12, Stephanie Burns for Grafton. She will serve. Number 13, Olivia Gap in for Mayport CG. Burns again with the serve. Serve over, dug up by Gap. Bumped by Olsen, pushed across by McLennan and Anderson. Burns, hit over by Torgerson, dug up by Bergstrom. Set by Olsen. Oost, through the block for the point. Or excuse me, it was not touched. They're going to say it was not touched. And point goes to Grafton. They lead 22-20. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom to McLennan. Straight down for the point. Cora McLennan with her first kill as the Patriots trail by 9. Serve over, dug up by Dushik to Anderson. Free ball across by Torgerson, dug up by Gap. Bumped by Olsen. At the net, sent back over to Mayport CG. Oost to Dumeyer. Dug up, set by Ekman to Kerrigan for the point. Anna Kerrigan for the Spoilers. Lead back to 10, 23-13. As Jade Moe will check back in for Grafton. Spoilers lead by 10, 2 points away from a 2-0 victory. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom. Olsen hit across by Dumeyer, dug up by the Spoilers. Ekman, free ball over by Burns. Dug up by Gap, set by Olsen. McLennan for the point. Cora McLennan for the Patriots. Her second kill. As McIntyre checks back in for the Patriots, McLennan will serve. Serve is over. Bad dig there by Dumeyer. Burns trying to get a hand on it. Eventually falls to the ground. 15-23 Patriots trail. McLennan again back to serve. Serve dug up by Dushik. Hit over by Moe. Dug up by Bergstrom. Dumeyer pushed across by McLennan. Dug up by Dumeyer to Burns. Dushik there with the dig. Sent it back over by Burns. Patriots back with it. Bergstrom. Punch across by McIntyre. Dushik with the dig. Pushed across there by Burns. Dug up by Bergstrom. McClanahan pushes it on True. Dushik with the dig. Anderson. Pushed across by Ekman. As McClanahan tries to hit it there with her forearm as that flies under the net. Point Grafton. It's 24-15. Grafton was set point. Substitutions as in is Kylie Hartje for Grafton. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom. McClanahan to McIntyre. Through the dig for the point. And a McIntyre there for Mayport CG. Her second kill. As Hannah Oost will serve. Serve over. Dug up by Moe. Hartje back over, free balled by Moe. McClanahan. Bergstrom tips it. Dushik tipped it at the net, and it will fall down for the Patriot point. Patriots not going away quietly, so they'll have to reel off 7 more points, however. Oost again with the serve. Dug up by Anderson at the net. Burns with it. Ekman tries to send it over, unable to do so. Point again, Mayport CG. They trail by 6. Oost again with the serve, dug up by Anderson. Ekman, push across by Dushik, blocked at the net! Hannah McIntyre there for Mayport CG. Lead is cut to 5. Oost again with the serve, dug up by Anderson. Dushik pushed across by Moe, dug up by Bergstrom. McClanahan, McIntyre blocked at the net! However, it falls down on the spoiler side, so point again to Mayport CG. Lead down to 4 as Grafton, they'll take a timeout on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Grafton leads 24-20 on set 2 on yourliveevent.com.
Take advantage of the savings at your locally owned Health Mart drugstore, Hillsborough Drug and Gift. Keep the coughs and colds at bay by picking up Health Mart Daytime Cold and Flu 8-ounce liquid at just $4.99. 6-ounce Health Mart Sore Throat Spray is only $3.49. Health Mart Ibuprofen 200 milligram 50-count tablets just $3.99 or 40-count soft gels for $4.79. Health Mart Double Antibiotic Ointment just $6.29. For these and other great deals, visit your locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy, Hillsborough Drug and Gift. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Back here, Oost with the servo. It's sent back over to Mayport CG. McClanahan to Koshny, dug up by Anderson. Burns to Moe, blocked at the net. Spoilers back with it. Burns, free balled over by Moe. Dug up by the Patriots. McClanahan, tipped by Dumeyer, dug up by Dushik. Moe to Ekman. For the point, Signe Ekman. Her first kill. Spoilers able to side out. They win set number 2, 25-20. They take a 2-0 lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
For more than a century, MLGC has delivered cutting-edge communications technology to the communities they serve. MLGC continues to be at the forefront of innovation and technology with an ever-expanding variety of products and services with internet speeds up to 1 gig, over 150 cable TV channels, and reliable telephone service. Watch for huge, exciting announcements from MLGC. Internet TV phone, moving you at the speed of light. 1-877-893 MLGC.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. At RDK, we specialize in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and offer the full line of precision planting products. Walking your fields with you, helping you identify maintenance issues on your planter, developing a plan that puts you back in control of your planter. That's what we do here at RDK. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Grafton with a commanding 2-0 victory. They took set number 1, 25-19. Set number 2, 25-20. As the Spoilers just trying to be the team of destiny here at this tournament. They knocked off the number 2 seed, had Northwood 3-0 last night. Now looking to upset the number 3 seeded Mayport CG Patriots. If they can get that, then they'll get the number 1 seeded. The number 1 seed Thompson Tommies coming up on Thursday night. We'll have that for you as well on yourliveevent.com. We'll have both the third place game and the championship game here on Your Live Event. As Hannah McIntyre, she will serve. Opening serve, that one is long. Service, air, and point to the Spoilers. The first point of the set in is number 5, Kaylin Olson for Mayport CG. Also checking in, Kylie Harchie checks in for Grafton. She will serve. Serve over. Set by Olson to McLennan. Dug up by Anderson. Burns to Moe. Tipped at the net. Dug up by the Patriots. Olson tipped across by McLennan. Dug up by Dushik. Ekman to Moe. Blocked at the net. And that pinballs off the Spoilers for the point. By Mayport CG, we're tied at 1. As Grace Koshny will serve, as it is not returned there by the Spoilers. I will come with a dig there was Hannah Anderson. Ace for Grace Koshny, her first, and it's 2-1. Serve, ace serve once again, back-to-back aces. For Grace Koshny, it's 3-1 Mayport CG. Koshny again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Anderson. Ekman to Moe. Dug up by Bergstrom. Bumped over and free ball across by Oost. Dug up by Burns. Moe tips it across. Back to Oost. McLennan to Oost. That one hits the tape and 4 hits will be called on the Patriots. Spoilers able to side out. They trail by 1. As Reagan Hansen will check in for Grafton. Ekman to serve, dug up by Bergstrom. Set by Olsen and across by Oost. Through the block for the point. Hannah Oost there for Mayport CG. As Addison Dumeyer will check back in. Nora Peterson to serve, dug up, set by Ekman. Dushik blocked at the net, back to the Patriots. Oost sends it right back. Ekman tips it across. Back over to the Spoilers. Ekman. Hit by Ekman again, and that is long. And point to Mayport CG. 5-2 Patriots lead. Nora Peterson again to serve. Serves over. Let's serve as that does not get over the net. And point to Grafton. They trail by 2. Hannah Anderson will serve. Serve over. Dug up by Oost. Olsen pushed across by Dumeyer. Set back by the Spoilers. Hit across, but long on the hit attempt by Torgerson, and point back to Mayport CG. They lead by 3. Hannah McIntyre will serve. Serve over, dug up, set by Ekman to Torgerson, dug up by the Patriots. Set, hit over by Oost, dug up by Torgerson. Ekman to Dushik for the point. Julia Dushik there for Grafton. Able to side out. They trail by 2 as Anna Kerrigan will check back in for the Spoilers. Served by Dushik over, dug up by Bergstrom. McLennan pushes it on 2. Spoilers with it, pushed across by Hansen back to Mayport CG. Bergstrom, Dumeyer, dug up by Hansen. Dushik, pushed across by Kerrigan. Dug up by Koshny. Bergstrom pushes it across. That one is in, just gets a piece of the line, and point Mayport CG. They lead by 3. As Alicia Thompson will check in for the Spoilers. Anna Oost will serve for Mayport CG. Serve sent right back to Mayport CG. McLennan, Bergstrom. Dumeyer, she hits that one off the tape and down for the Spoiler point. They trail by 2. Stephanie Burns back in for Grafton. Serve over. Dug up, set by McLennan. Dumeyer. That one dug up, hits the net. Spoilers trying to save it. They will not. 4 hits will be called. And point Mayport CG. Bergstrom to serve. Patriots lead by 3. Serve over. Dug up by Thompson. Burns. Hit across by Kerrigan. Back to the Patriots. Peterson, that one hits the antenna. Out, and point back to Grafton. 6-8 they trail. Jade Moe checks back in for the Spoilers. Katie Torgerson will serve. Serve over. Dug up by Oost. McLennan, McIntyre. Blocked out the net, and point to Grafton. And there was Kerrigan and Moe there on the block for the Spoilers. Able to get a piece of it. Send it down. Spoilers within 1. Torgerson again to serve. And that serve is into the net. Service air, and point back to Mayport CG. They trail by 2 as McIntyre will serve. Dug by Ekman. Burns to Moe. Dug up by Oost. McLennan pushed across by Peterson. That one hits the line. Point Mayport CG. Perfect location and accuracy there by Nora Peterson. The Patriots lead by 3. McIntyre again to serve. Serve over. Burns pushes it on 2. Dug up by Bergstrom to McLennan. Dug up by Burns. Ekman to Moe. Bergstrom with the dig. Peterson free-balled over by Koshny. Dug up by the Spoilers. Set by Ekman. Kerrigan for the point. Anna Kerrigan. Kill number 2 for her. Spoilers able to side out. As Julia Dushik checks back in for Grafton, as does number 14, Kylie Harchie. She will serve. Spoilers trail by 2. Serve over. Dug up by Oost. Set by Olsen. Peterson dug up there by Harchie. Burns pushed across by Moe. Dug up by the Patriots. Olsen tipped across by McLennan. Spoilers back with it. Ekman, that one hits the net. 4 hits will be called on the Spoilers. Side out back to Mayport CG. Grace Koshny will serve for the Patriots. Serve is over. Dug up by Moe. Burns to Dushik. That one is down for the point. Julia Dushik there for the Spoilers. They trail by 2. As back in is Reagan Hansen for Grafton. Ekman with the serve over. Dug up by Bergstrom. Olsen. McLennan. Dug up by Ekman. Hansen sent over by Dushik, dug up by Bergstrom to Olsen to Oost. And that one will be down for the Mayport CG point. Archie there stuck a forearm on it, got a piece of it, but it flies into the spoiler bench. As the Patriots lead again by 3. Nora Peterson to serve. Serve pinball and point once again to Mayport CG. As the Patriots take a 13-9 lead on the Golden Harvest Timcazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Grafton takes their first time out. We'll take one as well on yourliveevent.com.
The Hillsborough Cafe welcomes you to stop in, get some great food, whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or just a bakery treat. Be sure to keep up with their daily specials by checking out their Facebook page. And remember, if you're short on time and on the go, get your orders to go from the Hillsborough Cafe. Give them a call at 701-636-2073. They'd love to hear requests for future flavors of the month with the Cupcakes for Lunch program. Just send them an email, text, or let them know the next time you're in at the Hillsborough Cafe. The Hillsborough Cafe is hiring for cooks. Stop in for an application today at the Hillsborough Cafe.
Patriots lead by 4, 13-9 here in set number 3. Patriots trying to stay alive as they trail 2-0 on the Golden Harvest Timcazette Seed Sales scoreboard. As Nora Peterson again to serve for the Patriots. Serve over, dug up by Harchie. Ekman. Dushik through the block for the point. Julia Dushik there for Grafton. They trail by 4. As Katie Torgerson, she'll check back in for the spoilers, as will Amber Flanders, who will serve. Flanders serve over, dug up, pushed across on 2 by Olsen. Flanders with the dig, pushed across by Ekman. Bergstrom gets a forearm on it, bounces off the net. Oost, free ball over by Koshny. Ekman with the dig, Dushik, she sends that one into the net, and double hit will be called. Patriots lead by 4. As Hannah McIntyre checks back in. Cora McLennan will serve. Serve dug up, set by Ekman and pushed across by Torgerson. Patriots back with it. Bergstrom sends it across. Hansen, Torgerson, dug up by Bergstrom. Set by McLennan to Oost. Dug up by Anderson. Ekman. Free ball by Torgerson. Dumeyer pushes across on 2 for the point. Heads up play there by Addison Dumeyer. She gets the Patriot point. They lead by 5. McLennan again to serve. Serve over, dug up. Free ball across by Anderson. Dug up by Bergstrom. McLennan, Dumeyer through the block for the point. 16-10. Mayport CG leads on the Golden Harvest Timcazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Grafton will take a timeout. We'll take one as well on yourliveevent.com.
A lot of grit to be a farmer. The workday isn't defined by the number of hours you work, but by the work you do in those hours. And the job isn't done unless it pays off when the combines roll. So when the work gets tough and the work days get long, count on Golden Harvest to deliver strong genetics, local know-how, and a dedication to service. Contact Tim Cazzette, your local seed advisor, at 701-430-0877 and start seeing your hard work pay off.
16-10, Mayport CG leads. McLennan with the serve over. Ekman with the bump. Hit across by Harchie, dug up by the Patriots. McLennan, McIntyre tips it across down for the point. 17-10, Mayport CG. They lead in set number 3, trying to force a 4th set. Serve over. Dug up by Torgerson, hit across by Hansen, dug up by McLennan, that bounces off the roof. Sent over by Bergstrom, dug up by the spoilers. Ekman, Dushik with the tip over, diving dig, then to Bergstrom, Oos sends it across. Dug up, hit Torgerson for the point, Katie Torgerson. Her 3rd kill. Point to the spoilers. They trail by 6. Anna Kerrigan checks back in for the Spoilers. Served by Dushik over Bergstrom. McLennan hit across by Dumar, but that's long! And point back to Grafton. Lead is cut to 5. Dushik again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom. McLennan, Oost for the point. Hannah Oost and Mayport CG able to side out. They lead by 6. As Oost will serve. Serve over, dug up by Dushik. Ekman, push across by Hansen for the point. Reagan Hansen for the Spoilers. Lead cut down to 5. Stephanie Burns checks in. She will serve. Burns serve over, dug up by Bergstrom. McLennan to Koshny, dug up by Anderson. Burns. And free ball across by Kerrigan, back to Mayport CG. McIntyre blocked on the net, back to McIntyre. Tries the dig, so that will fly in to the bleachers. And point to Grafton, they trail by 4. Burns again to serve. Serve over, dug up. McLennan pushed across by Dumar, dug up by Torgerson. Burns, battle at the net, point to Mayport CG. Side out, lead back to 5. Nora Peterson checks back in. Ellie Bergstrom will serve. Serve over, dug up by Dushik. Burns, battle at the net as whistle, and a lift will be called on Anna Kerrigan there at the net for the Spoilers. Patriot lead back to 6. Bergstrom will serve, dug up by Dushik. Burns, Ekman, blocked at the net, still there. Free balled over by Anderson. Patriots back with it. Tipped across by Peterson for the point. 21-14 Mayport CG. Bergstrom again to serve. Serve, ace serve! Ellie Bergstrom with the ace serve, her first of the night. Second for the Patriots, and it's 22-14. Alicia Thompson will check in for Grafton. Serve over, dug up by Anderson. Burns to Kerrigan, dug up by the Patriots. McLennan, pushed across by Koshny. And free ball over by Anderson. That one is trailing. That one will go out of bounds right in front of the Patriot bench. It's 23-14. Mayport CG 2 points away from extending this to a 4th set. Bergstrom with the serve over, dug up by Anderson. Humped by Burns. Ekman tries to push it across. That one will hit the net. And point to Mayport CG, set point. 24-14, Bergstrom again to serve. Thrower dug up by Anderson. That one hits the net and will fall down to the floor. Point Mayport CG as they will take set number 3. 25-14. Patriots stay alive on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. Grafton still leads 2-1. We move to set 4 coming up on yourliveevent.com.
We both grew up in Hatton.
We lived in Grand Forks and Fargo both before settling down here, and we own a construction company.
I'm originally from Hillsborough, grew up here.
Originally from Larimore, now own a small business here in Hillsborough.
We lived in Bismarck for 10 years, but something was drawing me back here.
For a small town, I think we have a lot to offer.
Hillsborough, Trail County is a great place to grow a business. Our people here support local businesses.
You know, it's a small community that's like a family. If you need help, the small community pulls together.
Definitely a more personal connection. You know, most of my clients will call my cell phone, which is the way we want it. We want to do business that way.
Moving back here was beneficial for our business and the small town atmosphere for our kids that we grew up with.
Yeah, if a person is planning on having a family, I can't imagine a better place. It's something that really can't be replicated.
Come home to Trail.
Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
This is Carson Henningsgaard, student athlete at Central Valley High School, and I urge students to refrain from using drugs or alcohol. Doing so can result in getting kicked off the team, damage to your reputation, and damage to your body. Stay sober and stay on the right track to success. Live above the influence. This message brought to you by the Central Valley School District.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, life doesn't stop with age. From dedicated staff, activities, and personal care, they're there to ensure the lifestyle continues to be active and fulfilled. The activities team brings together birthday parties, holiday programs, local performing acts, and talented musicians on staff. Family and friends are encouraged to join in on the special programs and daily activities too. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
We move to set number 4. Mayport CG able to stay alive with a set 3, 25-14 victory. Spoilers took the first 2 sets, 25-19, 25-20. Winner to the region championship game. They will play number 1 seed Thompson. Loser of this game will face off against Hillsborough Central Valley in the 3rd place game. That game begins at 5 o'clock. We'll have that for you on yourliveevent.com as well as the championship game afterwards. Spoilers will serve as it's Kylie Hartshee to serve, dug up by McLennan, over to Peterson, but it's long, hitting air and point to Grafton as they take the first point of the 4th set. Hartshee again to serve. Serve over, dug up, hit across by McLennan. Burns gets a piece of it. That one will fly backwards and point to Mayport CG, even it up at 1. Tied at 1, set 4, as Grace Koshny will serve. Serves over, dug up by Anderson, set by Ekman. Tadushik blocked at the net. Spoilers back with it. Free ball over by Anderson. Dug up by Bergstrom. Olsen tipped across by McLennan. Dug up by Burns. Ekman. Dushik pushes it across. McLennan sends it right back and down for the point. 2-1 Mayport CG with Koshny again to serve. Serve over. Dug up by Anderson. At the net, sent down by McLennan for the Patriot point, 3-1. Koshny again to serve. Serve is over, dug up by Anderson. Burns, hit across by Ekman, dug up by the Patriots. And free ball across by Koshny, dug up by Anderson. Burns to Moe, tipped at the net. Bergstrom with the dig. Ooh sends it over. Back to the Spoilers. Ekman. Dushik tips across at the net. Down for the point. Spoilers able to side out. Cut their deficit to 1. Reagan Hansen will check back in for the Spoilers. As Signe Ekman will serve. Dug up by Oost. Olsen, McLennan. Dug up. Anderson hit across by Moe. Dug up. Over to Oost. Through the block. Spoilers back with it. And Moe tries the free ball over, but it does not make it. And 4 hits will be called on the Spoilers. As 14, Addison Dumeyer checks back in. As Nora Peterson will serve. Dug up by Anderson. Ekman, Dushik blocked to the net. Dushik sends it right back. Oost with the dig. Olsen. McLennan dug up. And pushed across by Moe. Dug up by Oost. Back to Olsen. Dumeyer dug up by Dushik. Gets sent back over to the Patriots. Olsen. Oost tips it across, and that one is in. Gets a piece of the line for the Patriot point. It's 5-2 Mayport CG. As Nora Peterson again will serve. Serve over, dug up by Anderson. Ekman, Dushik. That one hits the tape and falls back down. Point to Mayport CG. It's 6-2. Peterson again to serve. Serve over. And that one is in. Gets a piece of the line. It's an ace serve for Nora Peterson. Patriots by 5. Peterson again at the line serving. Dug up by Hartsheep, but that one will fall to the ground. Point again to Mayport CG. It's back-to-back aces for Nora Peterson. Serve again. Dug up by Hartsheep. Ekman. Hansen, she hits that one into the net. And point again to Mayport CG. Going on a run, they lead by 7. 9-2. Peterson again with the serve. Anderson cannot dig that one. That one will fly into the back wall, It's a third ace for Nora Peterson. They lead 10-2 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. Grafton takes a timeout. We'll take one as well on yourliveevent.com.
Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds, Caledonia. Looking at your certified seed there with wheat and barley from Nedham Seeds.
We've got a new wheat variety for next year called Trigger, real high yielding variety from Lima Grain. Pretty excited about that one. And then we'll have our Rebel wheat variety that's been really good quality, decent yields as well. And then we'll have some SY Velda as well. We're going to handle some Pinnacle barley again, so a 2-row variety.
Nedham Seeds at Caledonia. Rocky's number is 701-430-1149.
yourliveevent.com. yourliveevent.com. Your Live. Back here as Mayport CG with a 10-2 lead. As that serve is long. As point over to the Spoilers. They trail by 7. Serve over by Anderson, dug up by Koshny, hit across by Oost. Floater, dug up by Anderson, pushed across by Torgerson. Back to Mayport CG, Olsen. Dumeyer dug up by Ekman. And that is long on the hit attempt there by Hansen. Point back to Mayport CG, 11-3. They lead. As it will be Cora McLennan to serve for the Patriots. Serve over, dug up, set by Ekman. Tipped across by Dushik. That one dug up there by Oos, but that one will fly into the Spoiler student section. Point Grafton, they trail by 7. Anna Kerrigan back in for Grafton. Julia Dushik will serve. Serve dug up by Bergstrom. Set by McLennan, tipped across by McIntyre, dug up by Ekman. And that one hits the net, but it will fall down, and Patriots unable to send it over on the Torgerson hit. Point Grafton, they trail by 6. Dushik again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom, and free ball the cross by Dumeyer, dug up by Dushik. Set by Ekman. Torgerson hits the net, and that one will be just out on the near side. Point to Mayport CG. It's 12-5. They lead by 7. Alicia Thompson will check back in for the Spoilers as well. As Hannah Oost will serve for the Patriots. Serve over, dug up by Anderson. At the net, Ekman. She bumps it into the net. That one comes back, hits her in the shoulder, and point again to Mayport CG. 13-5 they lead. Oost again to serve. Dug up. Hansen sends it over. Dug up by Dumeyer. McClanahan. Free balled over by Bergstrom. Dug up by Ekman. Hit across by Torgerson. Through the block for the point. Katie Torgerson. Spoilers able to side out. They trail by 7.
Just when I was thinking that maybe maybe the Grafton tank was starting to empty. They come through with the point. They're still in it.
Stephanie Burns to serve, dug up by Bergstrom. McLennan pushed across by Koshny. Back up by the Spoilers. Ekman through the block for the point. Anna Kerrigan there for Grafton. Back-to-back points. They trail by 6. Burns again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom. Set by McLennan, push across by McIntyre. That one gets blocked, but it will stay on the Spoiler side. Hits the floor and point back to Mayport CG. They lead by 7, doubling up. Grafton 14-7. Bergstrom to serve. Dug up, set by Burns. Ekman tipped at the net, but that one will find the floor. Point Grafton, and we get the side out. Lead back to 6. As Jade Moe will check back in for Grafton, Katie Torgerson will serve. Serve over. Dug up, set by McLennan, hit across by McIntyre, dug up by Burns. Ekman pushes across on 2, McLennan, McIntyre. Peterson pushes it across, dug up by Torgerson. Burns, hit, tipped at the net, and down for the point. Anna Kerrigan for the Spoilers. They trail by 5. As Mayport CG, they'll take their first time. They'll take one as well. 14-9, Patriots lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
About 3 years ago, Polar approached us to bring in that gigabit internet service. Since we were able to get that in place, we are now able to serve up all of our remote locations much faster than we were before. One of the great things about Polar Communications is the responsiveness of their support. When you work with a company that understands North Dakota and understands agriculture, they get the importance of the things that we're doing.
$14-9, Mayport CG leads after the timeout. An impressive display there on the Grafton student section as we had one of these students bench pressing another student as well. Also had one student there leaning on his hands and knees, serving as the bench there on the bench press. Back here as Torgerson again to serve. Dug up by Koshny. Oos pushed across by McLennan. Dug up by Burns. Ekman. Moe blocked! Blocked at the net. Hannah McIntyre there for the Patriots. Also Nora Peterson right next to her as well. Patriots back by 6. Serve over. Push across by Kerrigan. Misplay there by Oost and point to the Spoilers. They trail by 5. Kaylin Olsen in for Mayport CG. Also now checking in for Grafton. 7, Julia Dushik. Also number 14, Kylie Hartchie. She will serve. Serve over. Dug up by McLennan. Olsen to Peterson. Tipped over. Dug up. Ekman pushed across on 2. Olsen gets a forearm on it, but it will fly out of bounds. Hit the floor and point Grafton. They're within 4. Hartchie again will serve. Serve over. Dug up by McLennan. Olsen back to McLennan, who pushes it over. Dug up by Anderson. Burns. Dushik through the block for the point. Spoilers within 3 on Dushik's 4th kill. Hartchie again to serve. Floater serve. Dug up by Oost. Olsen. McLennan. Through the dig attempt there by Burns and point back to Mayport CG, able to side out. They lead by 4. Patriots will serve. Number 4, Grace Koshny. Serve over. Dug up by Moe. Burns to Ekman. Blocked out of the net by Oos. Back to Grafton. Dushik tips it across. McLennan sends it back. Whistle. And it will be A lift called, or excuse me, a double hit there called on Mayport CG. And point back to the Spoilers. They're within 3. Ekman to serve, dug up by Bergstrom. Koshny, hit over by Oost. That one hits the net, and point Spoilers. They're within 2. 14-16, Grafton trails. Ekman again to serve. Dug up by Bergstrom. Olsen, McClanahan tips it across, dug up by Ekman. Set hit across by Mo. Bergstrom to Oost. Free ball over by McClanahan. Dug up by Anderson. Ekman, Dushik, blocked at the net, back to Grafton. Ekman at the net, won by the Spoilers. Reagan Hansen there for Grafton. Point Grafton, and they're within 1. 15-16, they trail. Ekman to serve. Serve over, dug up by Oost. Olsen, McClanahan, dug up. Set by Ekman. Tamo blocked at the net. Dushik with the set. Push across on 2 by Hansen. Back over to Mayport CG. Peterson hit over by McClanahan. Dug up by the Spoilers. Tipped over by Dushik. Back to Mayport CG. Bergstrom hit over by Oost. Dug up by Harchi. Ekman. Mo. Dug up there by Koshny. Battle at the net. Still there. Now over to Grafton. Set by Hansen. Mo. Bergstrom with the dig. Set by Olsen. Oost. Dug up by Ekman. And free ball over by Dushik. Back to Mayport CG. Olsen to McClanahan. Through the block for the point. A great volleyball point there. It's won by Mayport CG. They're back up by 2. 17-15. As Nora Peterson will serve. Serve over, dug up, set by Ekman. Pushed across by Hansen, dug up by Oost. Olsen, pushed across by Dumeyer, dug up by Anderson. Ekman to Dushik, dug up by Peterson, right back over to Grafton. Set by Ekman, Dushik again, dug up by Oost. To Dushik again, dug up by Koshny. Olsen and Oost hits it across. Archie pushed across on 2 by Ekman for the point. As Peterson able to get her fingertips on it, but it bounces off of the leg of McClanahan, and point to the Spoilers. They're within 1. Katie Torgerson will check in for the Spoilers, as will Amber Flanders. She will serve. Serve over, dug up by Oost. Bergstrom. And free ball across by Olsen, dug up by Dushik. Ekman to Torgerson, through the block for the point. Katie Torgerson. As the Spoilers back within 2. Flanders will serve. Excuse me, yep, they just awarded the wrong point there, so it's tied at 17. Scoreboard said 18-16, it's tied at 17. Flanders to serve. Serve over, dug up by Bergstrom. Olsen, McClanahan, that one's into the net. Point Grafton as they take an 18-17 lead. Mayport CG, they'll take a timeout here in set number 4 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
18-17, Grafton retakes the lead here in set number 4, looking to pick up a set victory to win it 3-1 as Flanders' serve is into the net, a service error. Her second side on, we're tied at 18. McIntyre back in for the Patriots, Anderson back in for the Spoilers. McClanahan with the serve. Dug up by Harchi, pushed across on 2 by Ekman. Dumeyer sends it back. Ekman with the set. Torgerson dug up. Set at the net. McIntyre tries to tip it over, hits the net, and point to Grafton. It's 19-18 Spoilers. Back to a 1-point Spoiler lead. Anna Kerrigan checks in for Grafton. Julia Dushik will serve. Serve is over, dug up by Bergstrom. Set by McLennan, pushed across by McIntyre, dug up by Dushik. Ekman, hit through the block for the point, Anna Kerrigan. And it's 20-18, Grafton. Dushik again to serve. Serve over, dug up, bumped by McLennan. Hit through the block for the point. Hannah McIntyre, her third kill. And the Patriots back within one. Hit, or Oost with the serve over and free balled by Hansen Bergstrom. McLennan, McIntyre, dug up by Anderson. Ekman, Torgerson, but that one's blocked at the net. McIntyre at the net there for the Patriots. Also, Dumar, and we're tied at 20. 20-20. Oost again to serve. Dug up by Dushik, set by Ekman. Kerrigan tipped at the net. Patriots with it. Bergstrom. Koshny through the block for the point. Grace Koshny. And the Patriots retake a 1-point lead. (21-20) Mayport CG. Hannah Oost again to serve. Serve dug up by Anderson. Ekman. Kerrigan through the block. Dug up there by Koshny, but that one will fly out of bounds. And we're tied at 21.
Having any fun?
Oh, this is exciting here. Winner of this game to the region championship, as it will be Stephanie Burns for the Spoilers to serve. Serve over, dug up by Oost. McLennan pushed across by Dumar. That one gets a piece of the line. Point Mayport CG. They retake a 1-point lead. Bergstrom to serve. Serve over, dug up by Dushik. Burns to Kerrigan, dug up by Bergstrom. McClanahan to Peterson with the tip, dug up by Burns. Ekman over to Torgerson, dug up by Bergstrom. Saved by the Patriots, flea balled over by McIntyre. Dug up, now to Ekman. Free balled by Kerrigan. Oost to McClanahan. McIntyre, dug up by Dushik. Burns, and pushed across by Kerrigan. Oost with it. McClanahan, McIntyre, that one is long. Hit is long. Point to Grafton, and we're tied at 22. Jade Moe back in to serve, as Katie Torgerson will serve. That serve into the net, service error. Point back to Mayport CG. That's her first service error, as Hannah McIntyre will serve. Serve over, dug up by Dushik, pushed across by Peterson, back over to the Spoilers. Burns, Ekman, dug up by McIntyre. McClanahan to Koshny, dug up by Dushik. To Burns, over to Moe, dug up by Bergstrom. McClanahan on two, dug up by Burns. At the net, Nora Peterson with the block for the Patriot point. It's 24-22. Hannah McIntyre again to serve, as the Spoilers take a timeout. We'll keep it here, as it's 24-22. Mayport CG leads. Grafton was victorious in set number one, 25-19, as well as 25-20 in set number two. Patriots came back for a 25-14 victory in set number three. Now trying to force a decisive fifth game, as it's 24-22. As Mayport CG will have 2 set points. trying to extend this to a 5th set. As Hannah McIntyre again will serve. Serve over, floater dug up by Burns, and it will fall and point to Mayport CG. 25-22. Patriots win set number 4 as we will move to a 5th set. Going to set number 5 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Northwood Deaconess Health Center is now offering a $25,000 sign-on bonus for qualified nurses and CNAs. Contact Tammy with questions at 701-587-6487. Northwood Deaconess Health Center is also offering a $2,500 sign-on bonus for dietary aides. Contact Jenny with questions at 701-587-6441. NDHC is locally owned, offering health insurance, 401k, sick leave, and PTO. Apply today. Visit ndhc.net and find us on Facebook.
Hi, this is Isaac Whitley, a student athlete at Hillsborough High School. I urge everyone to show good sportsmanship both on and off the field or court. Show respect for the other players, coaches, referees, and fans too. By doing so, it shows class and respect for the game. Thank you, and once again, I encourage us to all show good sportsmanship. This message is brought to you by the Hillsborough School District.
Sponsorship of this tournament coverage with YourLiveEvent.com is sponsored in part by your local Farmers Union Insurance agents, Kurt Larrell and Jason Walswick in Findlay, Nathan Larson and Troy Inger in Northwood, Rich Gerke and Ryan Opdahl in Hillsborough. They look forward to working with you with a wide variety of policies available to meet your needs. Good luck, teams, from Kurt Larrell and Jason Walswick in Findlay, Nathan Larson and Troy Inger in Northwood, Rich Gerke and Ryan Opdahl in Hillsborough.
I'm originally from Mayville. I moved away for 6 years, but when I decided I think it's time that we start a family, and I said I want to move back to that small town so I can have small classes, small community, people are involved, people care about you.
We've lived in Hillsborough since 2012.
Within 6 months we had a group of friends and then it just took off from there.
So I got 2 girls, and I've been able to help with coaching football, coaching hockey, coaching softball, baseball, and being involved in the community.
There's a lot of space out here, and if you use it appropriately, I mean, everything from family baseball to the parks and the communities, swimming, all that stuff is available right there.
I was blown away by how well it's kept up and how nice they keep the community.
We had our twins and came home to a fully stocked fridge and freezer. Our lawn was taken care of.
Everything.
I mean, where are you going to get that except for in a great small town?
Hi, I'm Jeremy Strand.
Kurt Petrowski, Hillsborough, North Dakota.
Well, I'm Josh.
And I'm Marin.
Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
We've got a heck of a volleyball game going on right now. The second Region 2 semifinal. Grafton and Mayport CG tied at 2 sets apiece as we go to a decisive 5th set. Grafton won the first 2 sets, 25-19, 25-20. Mayport CG has rallied to take the next 2, 25-14 and 25-22. We play set number 5 to 15, remember. Hartshee with the opening serve for the Spoilers. Serve over, set by Olsen. Hit for the point. Coral McClenahan for the Patriots. They take point number 1 in this 5th set. Grace Koshney will serve. Serve over, dug up by Anderson. Ekman to Dushik for the point. Julia Dushik right back again. Kill number 5 for her. And we're tied at 1.
Whatever you can do, I can do too.
Signe Ekman will serve for the Spoilers. Serve dug up by Bergstrom. Olsen lift. Lift is called on Kaylin Olsen there, and point back to Grafton. They take a 2-1 lead. Ekman again to serve. Serve over. Olsen with the set to McLennan. Dug up by Hansen. Ekman to Moe. Dug up by Bergstrom. Back to Olsen. Oost with it for the point. Hannah Oost for Mayport CG. And we're tied at 2. As that let serve there by Peterson ends up going over and free balled over by Harchie back to Mayport CG. Olsen. McClanahan for the point. Cora McClanahan, kill number 4. As Peterson again will serve. It's an ace serve! Nora Peterson with the ace serve, her 3rd.
Now, this short game is where you can't let the score get
And
away
it's
from you.
4-2. Peterson again with the serve. Dug up, set by Ekman. Dushik through the block, dug up by Olsen. Koshny and free ball over by McClanahan. Hansen with it, Ekman to Mo, dug up. Battle at the net, set back over. Dushik blocked at the net, Patriots still with it. Hit and down for the point. Reagan Hansen cleans it up for the spoiler point, back within 1. Ellie Bergstrom checks back in for Mayport CG, as does Hannah Anderson. She will serve. Serve over, Oost. Olsen pushed across by Dumeyer. Dug up, and then pushed across by the Spoilers. Free balled over by Oost to Torgerson. Ekman, Dushik for the point. Julia Dushik, kill number 6 for her. And we're tied at 4. Hannah Anderson again to serve. Serve, dug up by Bergstrom. Olsen, McClanahan blocked at the net, pushed across by Dushik. Dug up by the Patriots. Oost through the block. Dug back up by the Spoilers. Ekman, Torgerson. Dug up by Koshny. To Olsen. Oost with it. Dug up by Ekman. Hansen. Torgerson blocked! Blocked at the net. Point to Mayport CG. As it was McClanahan and Dumeyer there for the Patriots. 5-4. Mayport CG, Cora McClanahan to serve. Dug up by Torgerson. Ekman pushed across by Hansen. Dug up by Bergstrom. Dumeyer pushed across by McIntyre for the kill. Hannah McIntyre, her 4th. As Mayport CG takes a 6-4 lead on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Grafton will take their first timeout. We'll take one as well on yourliveevent.com.
Having money to get your crop in the ground isn't enough. What's your plan? Where do you want to be years down the road? Hello, this is Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. We care about you and your farming operation. We want to help you to be successful. Don't settle for any financial institution. Choose one that understands your current needs and can help you work towards your long-term goals and objectives. We have a long history based in the Red River Valley. We pride ourselves on understanding agriculture, and we'd be honored to be your bank. The Goose River Bank, strong bank, strong community, member FDIC.
6-4 Mayport CG leads as coach for the Spoilers. Coley Warren takes her first time out. Only a 2-point deficit, but in this 5th set, played to only 15. You cannot let a run get too out of hand. You got to take a timeout sometimes, maybe a little earlier, in case this time she did. Serve is over. Torgerson for the point. Katie Torgerson. Point. Grafton able to get the side out. They're back within 1. As Anna Kerrigan will come in for the Spoilers. Dushik will serve, dug up by Bergstrom. McClanahan, McIntyre tipped at the net. Back to the Spoilers. Ekman, Torgerson, dug up, Bergstrom. McClanahan pushes it on 2, dug up by Dushik, dug up by, then to Ekman. Kerrigan through the block, dug back up by the Patriots. To McIntyre, blocked at the net, dug up. Set by Hansen. Torgerson pushes it across, dug up by Oost. McClanahan, tipped across. Spoilers back with it. Whistle. As a net violation called on the Spoilers. Anna Kerrigan and point Mayport CG back up by 2. Alicia Thompson will check in for Grafton. as Oost will serve. Dug up by Anderson. Set by Ekman. Torgerson blocked at the net. Dug up by Anderson. Now sent back to Mayport CG. McIntyre dug up by Ekman. As Kerrigan there Hansen tried to get the second touch. She bumps in to Ekman and point Mayport CG. It's 8-5. Oost will serve. That's into the net. Service error, point back to Grafton. Her first, and the Spoilers trail by 2. Stephanie Burns to serve. She checks in for the Spoilers. Out is Reagan Hansen. Burns serve over. Dug up by Koshny. McLennan back to Koshny. Dug up by Anderson. Burns. Torgerson blocked at the net. Spoilers trying to save it. Able to push it over. Back to Mayport CG. Bergstrom free balls it across. Torgerson again blocked at the net. Spoilers again save it. Free ball by Ekman. Oost. McLennan. Dumeyer dug up by Anderson. Burns. Pushed across by Kerrigan. As Koshny unable to get a clean dig, it flies into the bench and point to the Spoilers. They're within 1. As Mayport CG, they'll take their first timeout. Patriots lead 8-7 in set 5 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Spoilers trail by 1 with serve. Serve is over, dug up by Bergstrom. McLennan, McIntyre for the point. Hannah McIntyre. Kill number 5 for her. Patriots lead by 2. Ellie Bergstrom to serve. Serve over, dug up by Torgerson. Burns. Hit and down for the point. Anna Kerrigan. Her 4th kill. Back to a 1-point game. Torgerson to serve. Serve over, and that one's long. Service error and point. Back to Mayport CG, a 2-point lead. Hannah McIntyre will serve. Serve over, dug up, battle at the net. Spoilers back with it, bumped, push across by Ekman. Dug up by McIntyre, McLennan, Koshny for the point. Grace Koshny, 2nd kill for her. And point Mayport CG, they lead by 3. McIntyre will serve. Serve over, dug up by Dushik, bumped by Burns. Tomo, dug up by Oost. Peterson sends it over on 2. Burns, Ekman, Kerrigan, dug up by Bergstrom. McLennan to Koshny, dug up by Dushik. Burns, back to Mo, dug up by Oost. Koshny back to Oost, dug up by Dushik. Burns pushes it across on 2. McIntyre, McLennan. Free ball by Peterson. Ekman, Burns, to Mo, pushes it across, dug up by Oost. McLennan on 2, dug up by Dushik. Burns. As that into the net, Anna Kerrigan with the hitting air and point to Mayport CG. They lead by 4. McIntyre again to serve. But first, Grafton, they'll take their second timeout as Mayport CG leads 12-8 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
Trail District Healthy
Unit would like to remind parents to sit down and talk with your children about the dangers of underage drinking. You are the number one influence in their life. Just a conversation can reduce the chances of your child trying alcohol. Studies show 70% of kids say parents are their number one influence in their decision not to drink alcohol. It starts at home. Talk early, talk often. For more information and tips on how to start the conversation, go online to parentslead.org or contact Trail District Health Unit at 701-636-4434. Influence your kids before alcohol does. 12-8, Mayport CG leads in set number 5, trying for the comeback. They fell behind 2-0. They've won the last 2, now looking to win the 5th and advance to the region championship game Thursday evening. McIntyre again to serve. Serve over, floater, dug up by Moe, set by Burns to Ekman, tipped at the net. Patriots back with it. McIntyre hit across by Oost. Dug up by Burns. Ekman. Kerrigan dug up by McIntyre. Pushed across by Koshny. Dug up by Dushik. Burns. Back to Moe. Tipped at the net. It will fall down to the floor for the spoiler point. Grafton not done yet. Kaylin Olsen checks in for Mayport CG. Kylie Hartje will check in for Grafton. She will serve. Spoilers trail by 3. Hartje with the serve over, dug up by Oost. Olsen, McLennan tipped at the net. Peterson with the dig, still at the net, battle at it. Patriots with it, whistle, and a lift called on Mayport CG, and the Spoilers are within 2. Hartje again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Oost. Olsen, McLennan punches it across, dug up by Dushik. Ekman, back to Dushik, through the block for the point! Julia Dushik, her 7th kill. As the Spoilers are within 1, 11-12. Patriots, they'll take their second timeout. We'll take one as well on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard.
The Norman County EDA encourages Norman County businesses to apply for low-interest loans. Loans are available to new and existing businesses. Apply today for up to $15,000 in financing at 3% interest. Looking to expand, remodel, or invest in your business? Contact the Norman County EDA for more information. Loans are available as long as funding is available, so don't delay. Let the Norman County EDA assist you with investing in your business. Apply for low-interest loans to the Norman County EDA today.
A 3-point spoiler run has gotten them to within 1. Mayport CG leads 12-11 in set 5. Hartje again will serve. Serve over, dug up by Oost. Olsen, McClanahan, dug up by Anderson. To Burns. Back to Dushik, tips across. Dug up by Olsen. Bergstrom. And free ball across by Koshny, dug up, set by Burns. Dushik again, dug up by Bergstrom, set by Olsen. Peterson, dug up by Anderson. Burns, Dushik free balls it across, and it will fall down for a spoiler point. As McClanahan tried the dig, couldn't make clean contact, it goes into the Patriot bench, and we're tied at 12. Hartje again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Oost. Koshny, pushed across by Bergstrom. Moe, Burns, back to Moe, blocked at the net. Spoilers with it, Burns, Dushik, for the point! Julia Dushik once again, kill number 8. And it's 13-12 Spoilers. Patriots out of timeouts, both team out of timeouts. Spoilers lead by 1. Hartje again to serve. Serve over, dug up by Oost. Olsen, McLennan, blocked at the net. That one will fly out of bounds. Patriots get a side out. They're tied at 13.
There's no reason for the Patriots to hold back now. Feed McClanahan, let her just swing away.
Grace Koshny to serve. Dug up by Anderson. Burns. Ekman. Blocked at the net point. Mayport CG. Patriots have set and match point 14-13. Koshny again to serve. Serve over. Dug up by Anderson. Burns to Ekman. Bergstrom with the dig over. It flies out of bounds. Out of bounds and point. Back to the Spoilers. We're tied at 14. Signe Ekman will serve. Reagan Hansen checks in for the Spoilers as well. Serve. Dug up by Bergstrom. Olsen. McClanahan with the tip. Dug up by Dushik. Pushed across by Peterson. Back to Peterson for the point. Nora Peterson. And it's 15-14 Mayport CG. Once again, they will have match point. Nora Peterson will serve. Serve over. Dug up by Mo. Ekman. Dushik with the tip. Tipped at the net, but it falls down. Point to Grafton. They're still alive. We're tied at 15. Katie Torgerson will check in. Hannah Anderson will serve for the Spoilers. Serve over. Dug up by Koshny. Bergstrom. And hit over by Oost. Dushik. Ekman. Torgerson blocked at the net. Saved by the Spoilers. Ekman. And tipped across by Torgerson. Dug up by Oost. Olsen. McClanahan for the point. Cora McClanahan for Mayport CG. Once again, match point as Hannah McIntyre checks back in for the Patriots. McClanahan will serve. Serve over. Dug up. Ekman on two. Dug up by Oost. Sent back to the Spoilers. Dushik. Ekman. Back to Dushik with the tip. At the net. Patriots looking to keep it alive. They're able to do so. Ekman digs it across. And that will fall down for the point. As Oost looked like she was going to try to hit it. She thought differently. And it falls to the floor. We're tied at 16. Julia Dushik to serve. Serve over. Dug up by Oost. Pushed across on two. Dug up by Anderson. Set. Tipped across at the net. Able to get it over is Hartje. Back Oost with it. Jog up by Dushik. Ekman. Hartje. Tipped at the net. No, it's not. And it's long. It is long. Point to the Patriots. Again, they have set point. 17-16. Hannah Oost will serve. Serve dug up by Anderson. Ekman. Hansen pushes it across. Dumeyer sends it right back. Ekman. Kerrigan. That one's long. It's long. The hit is long. And point to Mayport CG. Spoilers wanting it to be tipped. Official says no. Point to the Patriots as they win set number 5. 18-16 as they take the match 3 sets to 2. 19-25, 20-25, 25-14, 25-22, and 18-16. The Patriots advance to the Region 2 title game. We'll take a break. Have the post-game show coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Lumber is now accepting Hillsboro Christmas Cash. Use Hillsboro Christmas Cash to purchase the items you need to repair or remodel your home. Hillsboro Lumber can and will assist you with all your projects. They have all the building materials, including windows, doors, cabinets, flooring products, and they'll help you from start to finish to make sure your project is a great experience. If you're finishing up a project before winter or just wanting to get it started now, I'm suggesting you visit with Hillsboro Lumber, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Hillsboro Lumber now accepting Hillsboro Christmas Cash.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
Back here as we just witnessed a classic volleyball match here as Mayport CG advances to the Region 2 Championship. They will face Thompson Thursday for the right to go to the state volleyball tournament. Grafton got out with a 2-0 advantage, taking set number 1 25-19 and set 2 25-20. But the Patriots able to fight back, winning set 3 25-14, set 4 25-22, and then set 5 18-16. Spoilers able to fight off 3 different set points, but the Patriots just kept sticking around and able to finally get back-to-back points to pick up an 18-16 victory in advance to the Region 2 title game. Take another break here on the post-game show. We'll have more coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Bloomfield Enterprises has your next utility and landscaping trailer. Whether you need to haul your toys or you need to haul your new tractor, Big Tech's utility trailers are designed to accommodate a wide variety of cargo, including golf carts, ATVs, lawnmowers, or whatever else you may need to haul, with different models and features available to fit your needs. Call Ben and Tim at 701-430-0877 and get your new trailer from Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Take advantage of the savings at your locally owned Health Mart drugstore, Hillsboro Drug and Gift. Keep the coughs and colds at bay by picking up Health Mart Daytime Cold and Flu 8-ounce liquid at just $4.99. 6-ounce Health Mart Sore Throat Spray is only $3.49. Health Mart Ibuprofen 200 milligram 50-count tablets just $3.99, or 40-count soft gels for $4.79. Health Mart Double Antibiotic Ointment just $6.29. For these and other great deals, visit your locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy, Hillsboro Drug and Gift. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
For more than a century, MLGC has delivered cutting-edge communications technology to the communities they serve. MLGC continues to be at the forefront of innovation and technology with an ever-expanding variety of products and services, with internet speeds up to 1 gig, over 150 cable TV channels, and reliable telephone service. Watch for huge, exciting announcements from MLGC. Internet TV phone, moving you at the speed of light. 1-877-893 MLGC.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, we'll name our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game right now. The RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, we'll give that to number 7 for Grafton, Julia Dushek, as she really does it all here for the Spoilers. Had 8 service points, also had an ace, as well as 8 kills. 8 kills for her this evening, as the Spoilers unable, just not enough here as they fall to Mayport CG. We'll also name now our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, as we'll name that here to number 8 for Mayport Siege. We'll give that to Nora Peterson there. A great effort her on the service line. Also give it to number 20, Ellie Bergstrom as well. She had a number of monster digs there, saving points, and in this game, points were at a premium. If you can steal a couple, you increase your chance of winning. They were able to pull up and get a victory, and they advance now to the Region 2 title game. Stay tuned. More of the post-game show coming up on yourliveevent.com.
From RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. At RDK, we specialize in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and offer the full line of precision planting products. Walking your fields with you, helping you identify maintenance issues on your planter, developing a plan that puts you back in control of your planter. That's what we do here at RDK. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Back here on our post-game show, it's our Farmers Union Insurance post-game coach's comments. Talking with Stacy Hansen from Mayport CG. And Coach, my first question really isn't a question, it's just a one-word statement, wow.
Wow is right. That was a phenomenal match, and we were fortunate to come out on top. Grafton has a great team. They're scrappy. I give them credits, and to Coach Warren, she's got a great bunch of girls there, and she's going to have a lot of them back next year.
I mean, just talk about the resiliency here of your team, falling down 2-0, able to come back, had a big blowout win in set 3, and then 2 tight sets in 4 and 5, and able to pick up the victory.
Yeah, after the second set, between second and third set, we just said, you know what, one set at a time. Let's worry about what we can control at this time and just take it to them third set, and then the momentum hopefully will follow. And, you know, we had our moments, but yeah, they were good in finishing out and being aggressive.
Now we'll move on to Thursday here. You got the number 1 seed, Thompson.
Yep, we're excited to play them. You're excited to get to this point. Anybody you can play on a Thursday and still have a chance to get to the big dance, you're ready to play. So yeah, Thompson's going to be tough, but we're going to take the same mentality we did tonight and just play.
Coach, thanks for your time. Congratulations. We'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you. Sounds good.
All right, Stacey Hansen here on our Farmers Union Insurance post-game coach's comments. Stay tuned. More on the post-game show coming up on yourliveevent.com.
The Hillsborough Cafe welcomes you to stop in, get some great food, whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or just a bakery treat. Be sure to keep up with their daily specials by checking out their Facebook page. And remember, if you're short on time and on the go, get your orders to go from the Hillsborough Cafe. Give them a call at 701-636-2073. They'd love to hear your requests for future flavors of the month with the Cupcakes for Lunch program. Just send them an email, text, or let them know the next time you're in at the Hillsborough Cafe. The Hillsborough Cafe is hiring for cooks. Stop in for an application today at the Hillsborough Cafe.
It takes a lot of grit to be a farmer. The workday isn't defined by the number of hours you work, but by the work you do in those hours. And the job isn't done unless it pays off when the combines roll. So when the work gets tough and the work days get long, count on Golden Harvest to deliver strong genetics, local know-how, and a dedication to service. Contact Tim Cassette, your local seed advisor, at 701-430-0877 and start seeing your hard work pay off.
We both grew up in Hatton.
We lived in Grand Forks and Fargo both before settling down here, and we own a construction company.
I'm originally from Hillsborough, grew up here.
Originally from Larimore, now own a small business here in Hillsborough.
We lived in Bismarck for 10 years, but something was drawing me back here.
For a small town, I think we have a lot to offer.
Hillsborough, Trail County is a great place to grow a business. Our people here support local businesses.
You know, it's a small community that's like a family. If you need help, the small community pulls together.
Definitely a more personal connection. You know, most of my clients would call my cell phone, which is the way we want it. We want to do business that way.
Moving back here was beneficial for our business and the small town atmosphere for our kids that we grew up with.
Yeah, if a person is planning on having a family, I can't imagine a better place. It's something that really can't be replicated.
Come home to trail. Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
Back here as it's time for our final stats. Our final stats here for for Mayport CG and Grafton here this evening. First off, the stats for the Grafton Spoilers. As number 6, Hannah Anderson with 5 service points as well as 3 kills for her. 7, Julia Dushik with 8 service points, also had an ace and 8 kills for her. Number 10, Stephanie Burns with 5 service points. 14, Kylie Harchie with 14 points served. 16, Katie Torgerson with 4 service points as well as 3 kills for her. Reagan Hansen with 1 kill for herself. 24, Anna Kerrigan had 4 kills. 25, Signe Ekman had 5 service points as well as 1 kill. And number 34, Amber Flanders had 5 points served. Final stats here for the Mayport CG Patriots as they are victorious 3-2. Number 4, Grace Koshny with 5 points served, also had a couple of serves as well as an ace as well. Number 8, Nora Peterson with 10 points served, also had 3 aces. All of them came at critical times there in that third and fourth set as well. 9, Hannah Oost with 9 points served and 2 kills for her. Hannah McIntyre with 2 service points and 5 kills. Number 12, Cora McLennan with 4 service points and 3 kills. Addison Dumeyer had 1 kill. And number 20, Ellie Bergstrom with 9 points served as well as an ace for her. Take one more quick break, then we'll wrap it up. That's coming up here on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Carson Henningsgaard, student athlete at Central Valley High School, and I urge students to refrain from using drugs or alcohol. Doing so can result in getting kicked off the team, damage to your reputation, and damage to your body. Stay sober and stay on the right track to success. Live above the influence. This message brought to you by the Central Valley School District.
At Halsted Living Center and Heritage House, life doesn't stop with age. From dedicated staff, activities, and personal care, they're there to ensure the lifestyle continues to be active and fulfilled. The activities team brings together birthday parties, holiday programs, local performing acts, and talented musicians on staff. Family and friends are encouraged to join in on the special programs and daily activities too. For more information on Halsted Living Center and Heritage House, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds, Caledonia. Looking at your certified seed there with wheat and barley from Nedham Seeds.
We've got a new wheat variety for next year called Trigger, real high yielding variety from Lima Grain. Pretty excited about that one. And then we'll have a Rebel wheat variety that's been really good quality, decent yields as well. And then we'll have some SY Velda as well. We're going to handle some Pinnacle barley again, so a 2-row variety.
Nedham Seeds at Caledonia. Rocky's number is 701-430-1149.
About 3 years ago, Polar approached us to bring in that gigabit internet service. Since we were able to get that in place, we are now able to serve up all of our remote locations much faster than we were before. One of the great things about Polar Communications is the responsiveness of their support. When you work with a company that understands North Dakota and understands agriculture, they get the importance of the things that we're doing.
Back here, one final segment as again the Mayport CG Patriots a 5-set victory over the Grafton Spoilers. A great semifinal evening here of volleyball. Game number 1 earlier this evening. Thompson with a 3-0 victory over Hillsborough Central Valley. They will advance into the Region 2 championship game, as does Mayport CG with the 3-2 victory over Grafton. So the third place game, which will take place 5 p.m. on Thursday, will be Hillsborough Central Valley and Grafton. Then 25 minutes after the third place game is the championship game, as it will be Thompson and Mayport CG. Winner advances to the state volleyball tournament. Appreciate you joining us here all evening long here on yourliveevent.com. For Keith Meyer, our cameraman and board op, our executive producer, Mark Forseth, I'm Brady Siebel saying thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good night, and we will see you Thursday on yourliveevent.com.